March 2026. The United States crosses $39 trillion in national debt. A number so large, it barely feels real anymore. Just months earlier, the Doomsday Clock moved again. 85 seconds to midnight. The closest humanity has ever been to global catastrophe. And then, a warning. From Ray Dalio, a man who has spent decades studying how empires rise and fall. You may have seen the headline, 2026 feels like 1936. But that's not exactly what he said. What he actually described is a pattern, a cycle, one that history has followed before. And if he's right, we may already be further into it than we think. When history repeats itself, the warning signs are never accidental. This is 85 seconds to midnight. This is why 2026 feels like 1936. Ray Dalio isn't guessing. He's analyzing patterns that repeat across centuries. Empires rise, they peak, they weaken, and eventually, they fracture. According to his research, collapse doesn't happen overnight. It follows a sequence. First, economic stress. Debt rises. Inequality grows. Systems stretch. Then, technological competition. Nations race for dominance. Innovation becomes a weapon. Then, capital conflict. Sanctions. Asset freezes. Financial warfare. Then, geopolitical tension. Alliances shift. Trust disappears. And finally, military confrontation. This isn't theory. It's a pattern seen before the fall of major world orders. And today, we're already moving through these stages. The real question is not if, it's how far. To understand where this leads, we need to go back. 1936. The world wasn't at war, but it wasn't at peace either. Germany was rebuilding its military. Italy had invaded Ethiopia. Japan was expanding deeper into China. Individually, these looked like isolated conflicts, different regions, different motives. But they weren't isolated. They were signals. Then came Spain. In July 1936, a civil war broke out. At first it looked internal, a domestic struggle. But within weeks, it became something else. Germany and Italy supported one side. The Soviet Union supported the other. Weapons, aircraft, troops. Officially, no one declared war. But in reality, the world's powers were already testing each other. This was the moment everything changed. Separate conflicts became connected. And once that happened, the path to global war became much shorter. Now look at today. The global economy is under pressure. Debt levels are rising faster than growth. Financial systems are more interconnected and more fragile than ever. At the same time, nations are competing for technological dominance. AI, semiconductors, energy systems. These are not just industries anymore. They are strategic assets. Then comes capital conflict, sanctions, trade restrictions, financial isolation. Countries are no longer just competing. They are actively restricting each other. And geopolitically, the world is fragmenting. Alliances are shifting. Trust is declining. Regional conflicts are increasing. Individually, each of these seems manageable. But together, they form a pattern we've seen before. The Doomsday Clock reflects this pattern. Created in 1947, it was designed to measure global risk. Originally, nuclear risk. Now, multiple existential threats. In 2026, it moved to 85 seconds to midnight. Why? Because multiple risks are rising at the same time. Nuclear tensions are increasing. Arms control agreements are weakening. Climate systems are under stress. Extreme events are becoming more frequent. And new technologies, especially artificial intelligence, are entering military systems. These risks don't exist separately. They interact. They amplify each other. And that's what makes this moment different. History doesn't repeat exactly, but it often follows familiar patterns. In 1936, the warning signs were there. Economic stress, rising nationalism, shifting alliances, but they were underestimated. Today, we see similar pressures building, but there is one key difference. The stakes are higher. The systems are more complex, and the consequences are global. So the question isn't whether history repeats, it's whether we recognize the pattern before it's too late.